start off by saying there's a connection with Carolyn between Ghana, Antigua, and the UK.
That's right.
Favorite Brian Flynn song?
Oh yeah. Why you fepa?
Yeah.
No nyami shroud.
Hello everyone, how y'all doing? It's your girl Global Gyal. I am in Accra, Ghana, and I happen to stumble upon a very special guest, somebody who I think y'all will be super interested in hearing their story. And it is, I actually don't even know your name. Can you please tell us your name?
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
My name
Yes.
is Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Yes.
And what's your last name?
Osei.
Carolyn
So it's Carolyn Osei.
I know Osei is a Ghanaian name.
It's a very powerful surname.
Yeah.
And it's from the Ashanti tribe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. In
Kumasi.
Kumasi. Oh, okay, so your people come from
Yes.
Kumasi. The way how you said Kumasi too, I was like, alright,
Yes.
she's definitely Ghanaian. That last name
Yes.
and how you say it. Let me start off by saying there's a connection with Carolyn between Ghana, Antigua, and the UK. What I was told is that it's from your parents.
That's right.
So who are your parents and where are they from?
My mom
Uh-huh.
is from Antigua.
She's from Antigua in the
Right.
Caribbean.
Yes, in the
Okay.
Caribbean. And my dad is from Ghana, Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
But they met when they were studying in Oxford.
Oh, I love it. It's like a triangle.
That's right.
An Antiguan and a Ghanaian met in the UK and then had how many of y'all?
4.
4 kids.
I was born in Oxford, in London.
In London, okay.
I schooled in Kumasi, boarding school at Chimota, and then when my parents broke up, I was back in Antigua, my mom's side.
That's the key thing here. So tell me, when did you all move to Ghana?
I think we moved to Ghana when we were very small. We were about to say like toddlers. I never remember living in the UK. I remember living in Ghana. But in Ghana, I was more or less living with different families. Because my dad, his job is really demanding.
Yeah.
He was an architect.
Okay, yes.
Yes, and my mom was staying here with my dad, but she had to go back to do her nursing, finish off her midwifery. So then, of course, we were in the hands of relatives and they were looking after us. And I was in boarding school.
Yeah.
Most of us were in boarding school.
Okay,
so
okay.
We didn't have much of an outside life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was one of the best things you think about growing up here in Ghana?
What I like about is the simplicity. You don't have to, every little thing that you put your hands to can make something out of it.
Yeah.
Ghana for me, the simplicity, the spiritual aspect of it as well. I did like it. I did like it growing up.
Growing up here, you would have learned, you would have spoken in Tree.
Yes.
Tree and anything else?
In Tree, I used to speak Ghana.
Yeah?
But when I went to the UK,
Uh-huh.
there's not many Ghans.
No.
So I could not interact with anybody in
Couldn't
Ghana. So
practice it.
I can understand if people are saying things and so forth. But Tree is my dad's town.
Yeah.
So I speak it fluently.
Yeah.
So when I come to Ghana, I try not to speak English.
No, of course. How long was it that you spent here in Ghana before you, like you said, you moved to the Caribbean?
I'll tell you, when I
Yeah.
moved to Antigua, I was 16 years old. I went to stay with my auntie, Mrs. Benjamin.
That's an Antigua last name, Benjamin.
You might know her. You didn't know the Benjamins like Derek, Andrea.
Big up
and Julia.
yourselves.
Big up yourselves. Trust me, big up yourselves. I went to Antigua Girls High School.
You did? That's my
Yes.
alma mater.
Yeah, snap. Snap. I went to Antigua Girls High School for a couple of years to finish off my education. I went to school in Antigua, which for me there was not much difference. Only the language,
What's different?
what I would say was different.
Yes.
I went to Antigua, I was like, okay, I'm looking around and I'm saying, well, it's just like Ghana, it's just that they don't speak any other language but English. So I just warmed into it. I had a lot of fun in Antigua because I interacted. I wasn't in boarding school, so I was more free. I interacted with the girls, we did all the little fetes. We used to have fetes, we used to sell all different things to raise for our graduations, all those little things that we used to do. Carnival, I used to play mass.
Who you used to play with?
Oh, you know the popular ones. That's the ones I used to play with. I never played the ones with all the foreigners.
Okay.
Oh yes, I used to play mass. My number one band was Burning Flames.
Of course.
The first time I was introduced to Burning Flames was my uncle, and I followed them all the way from town to Potter's.
Oh, one of those. I hear about them stories.
And they were looking for me, couldn't find me. If I was lost, I had to come back, follow them again with the iron band, back into Lions. I was a serious jammer.
Hot step
I was-
serious
I was a
jammer.
serious jammer.
Antigua people, Caribbean people know when Bird and Fins play, you're in a trance.
Oh,
You were
I was
in
in
a
a
trance.
trance. I was in a trance with them.
Where did life take you after that? You graduated from high
Yes,
school?
I graduated from high school, everything,
Yeah.
and then I went back to the UK.
Okay.
And
yeah.
that was in 78.
So the height of Burning Flames, you were in
Right.
Antigua for
Right.
years. So then you go back to the UK and here you
Yes.
are living majority of your life at that time in Ghana, and then your teen, your formative years in the Caribbean, to then move to the UK. What was that like in terms of adjusting and then maintaining both parts of these strong cultures that are similar but still different?
When I went back into the UK, my mom sent for me, I think it was April. It was freezing.
Yes.
To my mom, this is too cold. I gotta go back. So she sent me back and then spent another year back to Antigua. And then Andrea and I came back in August when it was the hottest, up to now, is in the records book in London, the hottest year. And I came back and I adjusted to it. And that's where I settled.
So you decided on the UK of
Yes.
all those two, okay.
Yes.
Did you ever miss a bit of Ghana, miss a bit
Oh,
of Antigua?
yes,
and
of
how
course.
what did you do to get that fix?
When you interact with your cousins and your friends by phone, by then we didn't have all this text messaging and all this
No
stuff.
Facebook.
It was just phones
Yeah.
and letters and things like that. And that's how I used to interact with them. But what I used to do, every year I used to go to Antigua to play mass. That was my thing.
That's how you get the little energy to carry you
Yes.
through the year again.
That's right.
Did you frequent back to Ghana as well?
No,
Or not so
actually
much?
I didn't, because my dad was in Nigeria. But I did have in contact with them and so forth.
Yes.
So I was getting to know my mom's side of the family more now.
Yeah.
Because already my dad's side, I knew everyone. So it's just a matter
work
of
with
letting
them.
them know that I exist and things like that.
Couple more questions.
Yeah.
Favorite Ghanaian meal?
My favorite Ghanaian meal is fufu and palm nut soup.
Yummy. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm sure it sounds good. And then favorite Antiguan meal?
Fuji saltfish.
Yes.
Or
you didn't even
stroke
hesitate.
pepper pot.
The national dish
Yes.
and the second national dish, basically. Fuji and saltfish and
Stroke
fufu.
pepper pot.
Stroke pepper pot.
Don't forget the pepper pot.
Can't forget the pepper pot. Sorry. What is pepper pot most similar to for a Ghanaian meal?
I would say they have an okra stew that they do, where you see like how when we put the spinach,
Yeah.
when we put the spinach in, it becomes like that, but the only difference is theirs is more okra. And this is another thing. When I left Ghana and went to Antigua, I had no problem in how they cooked, because the derivative of Ghanaian, the African into the Caribbean, it's just a matter of how they go about doing it.
Yeah.
Even my own cooking, when I'm cooking, I implement both into it. That way you don't lose that side of things.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you spent your adult years in the UK, and then you started and you had your own family and stuff like that.
Yes.
How did you go about making sure that your kids then knew that side and their side of the culture?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I had to make her know who she is, where she's from,
Yes.
and be proud of where and who she is. Because many African parents in the UK, they don't. Some people don't even want to just carry the name, and that's it. Ask them anything about it, they haven't got a clue.
Okay.
They're lost. You have to know where you're from, who you are, and be proud of it.
So did you do that by making sure
Oh,
she
yes.
knew the food, the language?
But the language barrier was slightly a problem.
Yes.
Because I had to tell her, you're speaking with her, because she's born in London, it's very difficult to speak with her. But I had to let her know certain words, the different languages they have in Ghana, your surname, what it means and everything. Funny enough, there's a story about that. When Tasha was 2, my first meeting, I brought her here to Ghana to meet her granddad.
Yeah.
Then 2 years after that, I brought her again. I didn't think she would like it, because in the UK, the perspective of Ghana is mud huts and shanty town and all that. So I brought her. She turned around to me a couple weeks before we left, and she says, "Mommy, I like it, I don't want to go back." So we came back a third time. She knew when we were going, and the whole week she was sad. When we were going, she was crying, and her granddad said to her, "Listen, when you cry, you don't come back. So stop crying." So she stopped. Immediately.
Yes.
And she turned around to her granddad and said, "Granddad, I'm going to make you proud one day in Ghana." Those were her words, not mine. Fortunately, he fell sick he had cancer, he fell sick, and he died. That broke her heart, and even persisted her the promise that she gave to her dad to achieve it.
Yes.
And that's how Captain Gyal
came about. Yes. I love that. And actually, this is just making me think we're gonna have to do a part 2 of this because that's a perfect intro into the beautiful family that I stayed with when I arrived, Tasha, and the beginning of that journey. So we're gonna definitely dive into that. All right, y'all. This is Carolyn, the mother of Tasha. We're gonna introduce her. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for sitting and chatting with me. Hey, look, she blocked us a thing. All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Oh, now my burning flames. I said, every time I go to Antigua, any music that I don't have, I've got to have it.
You got to get it.
Yes, I used to have my people who used to, I have a cousin named Derek, he will get one for me. Then I have a friend named Laurie Freeland, she will get it for me.
And send the music,
no
matter, so you know all of them. Favorite Burning Flame song?
Oh yes. First tune I like of Flames is
Burning Flames.
A Rudeness Make Me.
Yes.
Number 2, Island Girl.
Okay.
Alright. And the third one is they call it Juke. You know that
Juke
one?
and Dig?
That's it.
Yes. I love that.
Yes.
And she didn't call out the most popular ones, you know. So this is a real lion. I can't remember what they call it, but they have a name for the women who will always be in lions.
Lioness.
I was gonna say lioness.
Lioness.
A real lioness we have.
Yes. Lioness.
Yes. Teach me one phrase in Tree.
What phrase in Tree would you like me to teach you? Is it a greeting? Is it how are you or what?
I know the basics. I know etiseng.
Yeah, etiseng.
And like.
So if somebody said to you etiseng, what would you reply?
I can't remember.
Okay, there's several words.
Okay.
If someone says to me etiseng, I would say mihuye.
Okay.
Or you can just say shortly eye.
Aye.
Aye means I'm fine.
Aye or mehuye?
Mehuye means I am fine.
Oh, that's the former.
Right.
Okay.
But if you say aye,
aye,
I'm fine.
Mehuye.
Yeah, mehuye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, that's simple and nice. I like it. Tell me something in dialect.
Okay. Okay, what I've just said there, I said, you're very beautiful and may the Lord bless you.
Thank you. I love that. So are you. I just repeated that straight to you.